Hello everyone, welcome back to my J Bird. And this is game 47 of Battle of the Boxes. I'm running a 16 game series here and remembering 1976 and the 1977. And I'm in black, did not use no memorization, no assistance, no help whatsoever against bot 1500. And this one's a more funner game to watch. And I have fun playing these lower end bots. They're harder, but it's cool. But like I said, I think I mentioned to somebody, I think somewhere between 1,700 and 2,000, but it maybe 1,600 to 2,000. But you get all the tricks. As soon as you get all those little tricks uh, between those two times, uh, there's more tricks to be learned, but it'll come easier to learn a couple more tricks because you know all the other tricks. And that's how you end up progressing. Okay, let's get down to this. And we're bringing 1977 back here again. And E4, D6, D4, D7, the knight over the crown, F3, A6, C3, E6, E2, H6, castles, into the knight's bird, E7, F4, push, G5, and this opening looks close to one of the big openings here on the white. And this looks like my legendary Knight's Bird, possibly 3,200. I do have some games posted, and it's no problem. It cleans up to 2,900 real nice with this opening, or any of them below. This opening here was some few changes, which the bots do change, and so on. But this opening right here is heavy, deep, excellent. Okay, let's go on here. After G5, E3. Now we move. That's the eighth move, and that is on 8. Knight's 88. That's what that's called. Now, if you're on the other side, it might be 81. Knight's 81. But this is the Knight's 88. 8 moves, both knights over here, and 88. After F8, E5. Pass D5, D3. Into the J Bird since 1977. Now, you just saw the opening. I didn't push no further. Now, the other programs other videos I have, it showed me I didn't even go into the Knights 88 or anything like that. I kept pushing the pieces up and I went different ways. But look how you can move your pieces around here back this. And me and Jay Bird, we already discussed how you can do things by just moving these pieces in around the back. Back in 1977. Although it was short-lived, and that's the way life is. But now I'm bringing it back. Okay, after D7, A4, G6, H3, H5, E1, G4, H2, takes H3, takes G3, H3 I mean, G5. See, if he was going to take, I would plan on running my queen up here, and then I castle. After F4, E7, bring it back, F3, H4, H2, F3 takes, F3 takes, H4, G1, E7, into the Donna's Bird. This is the Donna's Bird, the queen and the knight side by side, like this. After E7, F1, castle, F3, H6, takes H5, F5, G4, G8. This game's pretty, look at this, it's fun. It's fun, but everything stayed pretty much the same here. You just take your battle here, since the opening took care of the pawns right and did everything, and just keep it simple as possible. After G8, takes F5, takes F5, takes D5, I move up, E6, C3, G1 takes, G1 takes, G8, D5, G6. This is where it gets really cool and fun here. After G6, he goes F3. I go G3 check. Can't take it. Come down, I'll give him checks, and then he'll end up in a checkmate on top of it. So he can't do it. H1. Check this out. I get to take this. F4. Wow, you see giving up? No, because the queen just comes set here. Checkmate. That's awesome. After F4 takes, D4. Now check this one out. It still goes on. Watch this. After that, I go C5. Here, give him his free pawn. Get him off this, and I can want to take another pawn. After C5, he takes C5. I take E5, and I open the lanes. Look, this is protected. And check this out again. After E5 takes, he goes E2. I take, double up his pawns over here yet, C3, and get rid of another piece. He takes C3. Here, F4. I just did that just to get this pawn out of the way. This was the whole intent. I didn't care about that pawn. It's doubled. 1, 2, open the lane. So after F4, F4 takes H3. Now his king is totally wide open. After H3, E3, G2 check, can't take, come down with the queen for a checkmate. After G2, G1, and now he just gave up this queen, check, F2, take E2, take E2, check C2, D2, check, G2, F2, takes F2, takes F2, takes D2. Now, there's just all a bunch of little tactics right there, and that's what you need to pick up. There's so many different kinds, too. That's just something right there, those tactical couple moves there. But if you learn them all, won't even say from 1500 to 2000, if you can know them all in all the programs, the tactics, hey, when you get up to 21, 22, 2300, you're pretty much going to be 85%, and you just need to pick up a few more along the way. After D2, check, G3, take C3, check, H4, D4, G5, D5, take, F6, check, E6, G7, F5, A2, F4, and you just sit there, get the other queen, make it easy. After F4, H7, F3, H8, F2, H7, F1, G7, check G4, H8, and H1, and that's game. And it was fun to play it too. I mean, it seemed harder, but because I know when I'm moving into these pieces, I know that that's a good move. All these pieces that I'm moving, right? All these are good moves. You're looking at 20, 28, 29, 3,000, 3,100. I mean, into the Knight's Bird. This is a high level opening right here, man. I have it. And this is no memorization. I mean, this is through playing game after game and what I've created the opening, and then you got to continue on and keep playing the game. And into the Knight's 88. I get passive there. It was time to pass. It's a good thing he didn't take and start busting me open over here, and we didn't want that. Into the J-Bird, that's a good move. That's a good move. No matter what, that's a good move. What do you say? Well, you could keep going that way, but no. We want to develop, we want to stay solid, compact. Knighty up. Push the pawn. What can he take? Knight's in the way, can't take. Now you push 2 pawns. You got some force going on here. Pawn up. Sometimes the computer takes, and then I would take, and then would jump the knight back here. But in this scenario, sometimes the higher end program does do that. But in this case, it did go back. Nope, you take that right away. Split it open. Get it open right away. That's what you want. And now I was hoping he would take, then I bring the queen out, then I castle. But he pushes the pawn, bring it back. Threaten again, keep the pressure going. Keep the pressure. You got the bishop and the queen there. Keep it going. And what I take? The knight. Yep. I'm ready to trade pieces down now. Get closer to the end game because now he's split open. And if I can get my king over here, everything's going to be fine. Threaten a rook. Move the queen up. Get some help. What's he do? He moves the rook back. I castle into a rook bishop castle. Bring the knight up. Look at this. Let's see what happens. Okay, free pawn. Well, that's good for me. He opens up the lane now. Huh. Okay, we go on. He takes. I take. Well, I seen it was all good because either way, if I wanted to take here, I would take here or have to go here. Looks like he's going to take here. Let's see. He does. I move up. Everything's still locked. Where can he go? What's he going to... No, we can't. My bishop's here. Let's see. Oh, he jumps back. Take. I want to get it narrowed down. I slide over. Look at that. Going for mate. Nope. Queen's over. And once I saw that, and that bishop sat there that whole time, I said, well, wait a minute. What can I do? He can't take it because I'll take him, and then he'll have to go back, and then the next move after that's checkmate. Nope. And then I saw this. Look, I could take it. If he takes it, it's checkmate. He'll be on a black square. He got off the white one. He can't do it. He defends it. Then I saw the next move. Here, I could push that pawn up. Now, he could have done an opposite, but then he would have pinned his queen and his knight. Look at that. Now you see why the bishop, it runs deep with pieces down here. Like the way I have it, it does run deep. After c5, he takes. Now I take the other pawn. Huh, look at that. He goes here. Check this out. I take that, double up his pawn. I push the pawn, give him another one just to get this pawn over here because of the bishop. I take that one. Now he's fully out in the open. Throw a check. If he takes it, it'll be mate. Can't take it. Now he's got to move. And guess what? Now it's game. He loses his queen. Game goes on. Throw a check. He blocks. Throw another one. Look at these small little tricks and tactics, and then you clean the house, and the game goes on, and you just run it, make it simple, and it's mate. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll have some more Battle of the Boxes.